Think about the last time you said yes to something you didn't want to do. You already knew the answer should have been no from the starting. You knew it in your stomach before the question even finished. But then you thought about the other person's feeling. If you said no, there would be a strange awkwardness between you and him. The explanation you would have to give him, the possibility that they would think you were rude or selfish. So, just to avoid it, you said yes. And then you went home and felt slightly worse about yourself without fully understanding why. We have all done this. Most of us have been doing it since childhood. Saying yes when we didn't want it to do. Agreeing when we disagreed. Showing up when we desperately didn't want it to. But saying no felt like too much of a risk. From the very beginning of the human history, there has been one unspoken rule. What the people around you is doing is probably the right thing. We are not that different from monkeys. We mimic, we copy, we look at what others are doing and assume there must be a good reason for it. And the more people doing something, the more right it feels. That's peer pressure in its most basic form. Not just someone directly forcing you, just the quiet weight of everyone around you going in one direction while you are thinking about going in another. That feeling of being the only one doing the thing, that specific discomfort of standing still while everyone else moves, that feeling alone makes most people say yes to things they never actually wanted in life. I personally know some people who were never that kind of person. Never the type to drink, never the type who cared about house parties or that whole scene. Good people with clear heads who knew what they wanted and what they didn't. And then they got into college. New environment, new people, new pressure. And one by one, slowly, gradually, without any single dramatic moment, they started saying yes. Just once, just to try that specific thing. Just so they wouldn't be the odd one out or the left one out. Now they're completely addicted to that stuff. Not just to drinking, but to the whole lifestyle. The parties every weekend, the need to be there, the anxiety when they are not invited. All of it started because they couldn't say one simple word. And it was a simple no. If they had said it once at the beginning, before the habit formed, things might look very different for them right now. It was just one word, 2 letters. That's all it would have taken for them to get a little better in life and achieve something in life. Now let me flip this completely before you misunderstand me. I'm not saying say no to everything. That's its own trap. That's an extremist mindset. If you say no to every single thing, no to trips with your friends, no to new experiences, no to anything slightly uncomfortable, you end up locked in your room, watching life happen through a screen, wasting the exact years you were supposed to be living. That's not boundaries, that's just fear, wearing a different name, wearing a different disguise. The right version of no is specific. It's saying no to things that don't align with you. You know who you actually are. You won't say yes to something that will probably destroy your future. No to situations that compromise your standards. No to people who only want you around when you are doing what they want you to do. Everybody has their own set of rules for their whole life. The question is whether you are living by yours or someone else. No matter how hard you think about it, you are just given a simple choice. You always have this option with you of saying yes and no. Don't be on the extreme end and you are fine for the rest of your life. So to summarize it very quickly, I would say, here's what changes when you actually learn to say no. You know exactly who you are, and because you know that, you stop going lower than yourself for things that don't deserve it. The things that don't deserve you. Your standards stop being negotiable. Your time stops being available to everyone who asks for it. And the people who call you rude just because you don't drink, don't party, don't do what they do, those aren't your people. They never were. Get away from them as soon as possible. Find someone who is aligned with you. not someone who is just completely going in the opposite direction with you. Caring about what those people will think will bound you to one place forever. It will keep you small, it will keep you stuck in situations you outgrew a long time ago, just because leaving felt impolite. You already know what you need to say no to. You are smart enough to take your own decisions. Nobody can make that decision for you, not even me, not even somebody else. You know what's best for you, you have always known that. The only thing left is actually to say it in front of others.